Okay, up next, this is Phil Thomas Giulio. He actually helped found the New York Television Festival. He's one of the co-founders of the video startup WellcomeMat, and he's here to talk to you about sugar, icing, and startups. Jonathan, we're good? Okay, here we go. So please welcome Phil.
Hey, everyone. So I'm here tonight to talk about how to bake a startup. And so backing up, a couple weeks ago, my wife and I went to a movie. Of course, we saw her movie. I went to see Giulia and Julia. I don't know if anyone's seen this film, but it's actually was a really, really good film. And Meryl Streep, fantastic performance. But what most impressed me about this film was that here I didn't know anything about Julia Child, but here was this woman that back in the 60s took on an industry, mostly male-dominated industry, and through passion basically started a brand and a business. So what I want to talk about really is that I think Giulia was one of the pioneers, and I think in today's day and age, the founders of startup companies are the new pioneers. We are creating our own roads, building our own bridges. So some of these companies, many of which you know, I think are founded by people that are out there now and helping to forge ahead. So, but the bottom line here with the startup company, you have to do one thing, which is first and foremost problem solution. So when you're starting a startup, first thing is what's your problem, what's your solution. In our case, with my company, our problem was this. People go around. I just spent all day yesterday with my wife trying to find a place in the city, and this is all we had to look at online. We think video solves that solution by being able to see places first. However, as with most startups, there's no one proper recipe to get things done. Every startup requires different ingredients. However, I do think that there are several ingredients that help make up every startup, and what I'd like to do is go over those really quickly. So the first ingredient is a business plan, right? Fuck business plans. You don't need a business plan, okay? Seriously. You need a business and you need a plan. You need a short plan. You don't need to have a Wharton MBA to write a business plan. You need a short plan to help out your team, okay? You need to give your team some guidance. Now, next step is to find a team. Now, I'm a big fan. I think chemistry is overrated. I think chemistry comes with time. However, you do need to have respect for your teammates, of course, but it's more about diversity and having a team that works well together, yin and yang. Equity, get equity taken care of right away. If there's nothing more you can do, that's one of the most important things to take care of, is to figure it out. You don't want to be 6 months down the road and suddenly the site's booming and you're arguing over who gets what percentage. That's very important. That's flour, by the way. Capital, you don't need VC money. Seriously, it's like silly town. I think people are finally getting around to this, but you do not need VC money to start a company. You need your own money. Invest your own money in your business. If you believe in your business, other people will. Branding's important. I'm a design guy, so I think branding's everything, but it isn't very important. You need to figure out a logo. If you don't know how to design, hire a designer to design a logo for you. That's very important. People define themselves by their brands. Prototype's the next thing. Once you're ready, put together a prototype. Use a service like OmniGraffle. There's a few others. Put together your prototype, wireframe your site out, test it out, and then build it. Worry about the sprinkles later. And then next up, ship it and fix it. I was not a big proponent of this at first. I'm a perfectionist, but you need to get it out there. I saw a quote recently for the iPhone App Store. If you've submitted your iPhone app and it's bug-free, you waited too long. So ship it, fix it, get it out there. PR is... You don't need PR. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on a public relations firm. I'll tell you that right now. When you don't even have a product yet. You're just getting it out there. Find your customer first. Use social filtering, Twitter, Facebook, et cetera, to get the word out. Connect with bloggers. This isn't your customer, right? This is not your customer. This is probably your competition. You don't necessarily have to have your site covered by TechCrunch, okay? It doesn't matter. Find your customer. That's not your customer. That's your customer. Your customer loves your product, right? Your customer will do anything for your product, basically. Find your customer, connect with bloggers. Seriously, connect with bloggers that are writing about your industry. Connect with them, befriend them. They'll write about your product. The people that read them will believe in them. And you're going to fail. Bottom line, if there's one thing you're going to do probably more than once, you're going to fail, but learn to get over it, okay? I was actually kind of surprised that I got to speak tonight because a few weeks ago, I don't know if anyone knows this, but I gave a speech at the New York Tech meetup, and I bombed. absolutely bombed. The case in point, right? But that's my point, right? Like, I'm not crazy about giving speeches in public, but you're gonna fail. You need to get over it and keep doing it and stay passionate about your business, and eventually you'll win, and that's how you make a startup.